You are listening to The Huddle, and we are very excited to be joined now by Coby Bryant. Coby, how's it going? Feeling pretty good after a win in week 2?
Pretty good, pretty good. Just excited to go back to work. So.
Yeah, Mike Macdonald's been really heavy with his praise of your guys' physicality through 2 weeks. I mean, even after the loss in week 1, he was asked about the defense. He was like, these guys are really physical out there. Is that something you feel when you're there?
Yeah, most definitely. Obviously, after the game, you're a little bit sore than usual, but that's just what we pride ourselves in, is being physical and dominating.
Yeah, well, and you don't get a chance to do that these days a lot in practice, right? I mean, you have to kind of tone it down. But, yeah, it just seems like this team, just the characters, the people that you have, I think it kind of starts with the D-line, right? I mean, those guys are really physical. What do you say about those guys?
Absolutely. We appreciate it, man. When they're rushing the quarterback, stopping the run, that's exciting, especially for me. I'm in the middle of the field seeing that. So it's always exciting to see those boys go out and play.
Man, it seems like you guys are deep in that secondary. Don't matter who's out there, dudes are going to make plays.
Sure.
As safety, you're kind of freelancing. You've seen it all go down. What does it do for you when you see the D-line doing their job, your nickels in the right spot? Like, how does that help your game?
It helps a lot, honestly. We don't have to cover for 25 minutes back there, so it makes it always easier for that. And then just more opportunities for us to, get the ball as well, too, make turnovers, picks, whatever the case may be. It's always exciting to see those guys go out there and eat. So.
We asked Derek Hall, who was on with us last week, hey, are you excited to go on the road? Like, I'm always curious. Like, I'll ask Bump about, like, what's the most hostile environment you played in and what was it like? And you liked playing at Auburn when you were like, the crowd is just, like, intense. So I thought, oh, surely Derek's going to be like, oh, it's great when the crowd kind of gets quiet. He said, no, I really like playing at home. It's kind of nice on defense hearing the noise. And it surprised me, but is that how you feel too?
Yeah. I mean, for the away games, it's a lot easier for us to communicate because the crowd is quiet.
Sure.
But at home, it's no place like home, honestly. Just the crowd noise and just getting us amped up out there. So it's always exciting.
Do you guys sit around and work on, like, hand signals for home games? Because and I was talking to Derek, and I was saying, hey, I mean, I always felt like it was a good trade-off. Yeah, we can't hear, but the adrenaline that you get because of the crowd is worth it, right?
Yeah. We definitely have to, have hand signals and be on the same page because it gets loud, so it gets loud.
What's it like for you? Because you're young enough to where you're going to play against guys that you saw balling when you were in high school and in college. And the first name I look at is Alvin Kamara. That's a name that most of us try to get on our fantasy football team. You've been watching him for a while. What's that like for you going up against somebody like you watched playing growing up?
Yeah. I mean, obviously he's an elite running back. It's exciting, just that's what the dreams is for the NFL, just to go out and play against those guys. So it's always fun.
Did you used to play fantasy football?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Never.
I was gonna ask if you'd ever, don't now, but I was gonna ask if you'd ever played before and seen one of those guys and been like, dang, you won me my league one year.
No, never.
I feel bad tackling you, but I had to do it.
Right. Yeah.
When I was playing, I had a buddy who was into fantasy football, and he asked me all these questions because, I was in the league, and he lost the entire year. I was terrible at it. So,
he's like, never again. Yeah. You lost me my league.
So what was it, you play against a guy like Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. Like, a lot of people hate Aaron Rodgers, but I love watching him play. But, just tell us about, like, he looks like he could play another 5 years, right? Yeah.
Most definitely. We always respect his talent, his arm strength. And just like the leader he is for that team as well, too. It was exciting playing against him for the second year, too. So,
a lot of people who watch football, they hear the Saints and think, oh, it's an easy game. It's going to run all over them. No, this is the NFL. Like, there's six All-Americans over there. Right. Might not be the perfect mesh for this year, but this is still a good football team. What do you see from them offensively?
Well, I mean, we always respect our opponents, but just the weapons they have on the outside. Obviously, they have a good quarterback. And then, like you said, with Karmara as well, too. Just a well-rounded team, and the record doesn't define who they are. So, like I said, we respect our team, the opponent always. So,
a two-part question here. First, I don't want to put too much pressure on you, though I think you're used to embracing it, anyways. But we are 2 for 2 with players showing up on our show and then getting an interception that week. Okay, so no. Do you feel maybe a responsibility to like uphold the legacy of this show so far?
I could say yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
thank you for embracing. Thank you.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of like, you kind of got to get this going. You know what I mean? And then the torch passes to whoever's, the fourth guy. But but I believe in you. So, but it's a good roadmap there so far with Darion Kendrick and Ernest Jones having joined us. Secondly, your role has evolved so much and you have so much versatility that you bring to it.
Yeah.
What to you maybe stands out as just maybe the most important thing you've learned over the last year as that's continued to evolve?
Honestly, just like having a positive mindset. Not things are always going to go my way, but just being there for my teammates, just doing what I can to get on the field and helping anyway. So
Sometimes when you're looking at film, you're looking at the other defense a little bit as well. And I used to always look at guys that played my position or whatever. But when you look around the league, what would you say is different about the Mike Macdonald scheme and defense? Is there a way to put that in words, or is there anything that like really stands out to you that's different?
Yeah, honestly, the attention to detail, just how he's always on us. Even in walkthrough, he's always on us. Just like I said, it's the little things and trying to be the best out there. So.
What's it like for you when a young guy makes a play, like a Horton on offense and Arroyo? And I know Murph isn't a young guy, but he had probably the best game of his career. What's that like for you as a veteran?
It's exciting, man. I was once a young guy making plays as well, too, and just seeing those guys take that extra step and contribute and make plays, that's always exciting.
What's it like when that switch flips? Like, let's say you see a moment where Josh Jobe has a pick or Ernest has a pick, and it kind of takes a split second before you realize, oh, now we're blocking. Now we're getting downfield.
Yeah.
Like, when the last time that happened, let's say, like, when did it flip? When did you realize? And then what's the mode you're in?
Yeah, the coaches always get us about, like, as soon as we get an interception, block immediately.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to get to the end zone. So once I see, Ernest or Jobe or whoever the case may be get the interception, we just got to instantly start blocking so they can get in the end zone.
I think we're going to have Ty Okada, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of your running mates there.
Okay.
Tell us something about him.
Ty's extremely smart, man. He's confident in what he does, the playbook, and obviously he makes plays when he gets this opportunity too.
Was there something about a dance that he did or something like that?
He has to tell you that for himself. I can't, I don't know.
You can't give him up?
Yeah.
Wait, how do we ask about it, though? How do we ask where we'll get the answer?
Just ask him what's his favorite dance, his famous dance,
His famous dance?
Yeah, he'll show you.
Wyman, that's all you.
Okay. Can't wait.
You got it.
I've asked this question before with guys because I'm so jealous because when I played, we had to be suited and booted. Like, we could not just express ourselves with our clothes or whatnot.
Yeah.
How do you game plan for your game fit? Are you a planner or you just wake up and throw something on?
It depends. Sometimes I could be a planner, but I'll call my dad who I look up to in the fashion world. So I'll call him, or it'll just be off the top of my head and I'll just be like, okay, I'm throwing this on.
All right. You check with anybody? You take a picture or you just
Nah,
check?
Nobody, just my dad. That's it.
Yeah.
Can't ask my brother. I kind of dress.
What is it about your dad? He's
a fresh guy, man. So he's just always been.
I'm gonna have to look him up now. I want to see his style. I want to see that.
I don't think my kids ever asked me about
No,
fashion.
don't sell yourself
So this
short,
is a
Wyman.
special guy we're talking about.
For sure.
Mike Macdonald earlier this week said one thing that they want to focus on is extending leads, building on leads. I took that also to mostly be maybe like an offensive goal, clearly a team goal, but is there a goal that the defense maybe more specifically has in mind? Like, we really want to start to kind of take this next step.
Yeah, just always like starting fast. Just whenever we're out there, we got to be who we are, make the plays that comes our way, and just let everybody know that, we're a great defense. So.
Speaking of starting fast, can you kind of portray like how the warm-ups before are different? Because, Mike Macdonald, like you said, everything is attention to detail. And like, I would have never thought about warm-ups, before the game, but he thinks about those kinds of things. How is it different?
Yeah. Just mentally as well too. You never want to do too much before the game because then you're tired throughout the game, but just doing the little things that you know you're going to do in the game, your feet right, your body warming up the right way, and like I said, just having that right mindset.
Yeah, the warm-ups in football never made sense to me. Like, we've been out there for 20 minutes, and
Right.
you go inside, sit down, come back up. So I'm glad they're switching that up.
Absolutely.
You guys are getting pressure without really blitzing. And I remember your rookie year, they used to send you on some blitz and whatnot. Is you ever get in his ear and be like, hey, man, send me one time. Let me get after that.
I mean, he knows that the last year, the Jets and Chicago Bears game, I had like a good blitz to, help win a game. So he knows I can blitz too.
Right.
So. And then his film doesn't lie. So.
Right.
All right, Coby Bryant with a chance to help us go 3 for 3, but I feel like we picked a pretty good one. We feel pretty
I'm sure that's the
confident in this
first thing
one.
Kobe's going to think about.
I think it is.
Oh, the guy.
Kobe knows how to take the ball away. He knows
Yeah.
what to do here.
sure.
I think this is a great choice. I'm feeling pretty good about it. No pressure.
No pressure.
Again, you know to embrace pressure anyways.
Absolutely.
He's cool as a cucumber right now. Thank you for joining us,
Yes,
Kobe.
Kobe. Thank
Ty
you.
Okada coming up next.